How's it going, guys? Jecho here, and today I just wanted to make like a kind of new type of video on my channel. I just wanted to go over some of my loot and exotics that I've got by playing Destiny 2 past 5 days. I've been grinding this game, pretty much no lifing this game. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of make this video to just share with you guys what I've got, and also just to show you guys any new exotics or new loot that you guys may have not gotten or maybe unfamiliar with, because this game is still very new, so this may help you guys. So basically I'll just kind of go over, like I said, all the loot, and also on specific like exotics like armors and weapons. I'll kind of go over how good they are in PvE and PvP. Yeah, I'll just be going over the perks and the exotic perk. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Right now, as you can see, I'm 270 light, or power I should say. Combination I've really liked for PvP is this combination, the Nightshade and Annual Skate. Nightshade is just a really good pulse rifle. In my opinion, it's one of the best pulse rifles for PvP in the game currently. I usually run red dot, micro. The other ones work, but then they don't work as well as the micro. It's an agile sight, short zoom, kind of what you want in PvP. I run tactical mag because the increased range that you get from armor piercing rounds is just not worth it on the hit it takes on the mag size and stability and reload speed. So tactical mag, I just thought there's no downside to tactical mag. And the last perk is kill clip, which is a really good perk. It's exactly like reactive reload from Destiny, but in my opinion it's even better in Destiny 2 because it lasts longer. It lasts a little bit longer. For the secondary, like I said, I use the Annual Skate. It's got this nice Arctic Pearl shader that I put on it. This is not what it normally looks like, but I just thought putting the shader on makes it look so nice. Anyways, getting right into the perks, we have Sure Shot, Hit Mark, and Fast Draw. Now, most of you may think Sure Shot might be the better option here to run, but for some reason in Destiny 2 on hand cannon, stability and handling are much more important perks than range, because most of the maps are close quarters, and also you don't really see a difference in range as much as you did in Destiny 1 as you do in Destiny 2. So fast draw is actually probably going to be, in my opinion, the best sight for the sand cannon. Next I run steady rounds because of, well, the reason I said, more stability, and outlaw, which is actually a really good perk for PvP in my opinion. Next I run my first ever legendary fusion rifle. Now this thing is a beast. Aesthetically in game, it is so nice. It's got great impact, pretty good range. So if you're looking for a good fusion rifle, try to look for this one, because this is probably the best fusion rifle in the game right now, or so far that I've seen. Now, I wanted to talk about my two sniper rifles that are probably the best sniper rifles in the game right now. I've fortunately been lucky enough to have these sniper rifles drop for me, and yeah, they're just really good, because this first one, it just looks nice too. I did put a shader on it, but it just reminds me of an LDR. It looks really clean. It's got the ambush sight, which is that and short gaze are the two sights that I really like running for PvP. And it's got this second perk doesn't really matter to me, but what really matters to me is that it's got this snapshot perk. Now this snapshot perk, it's faster time to aim down sights. It really makes a difference in Destiny 2. Like, I'm talking a split second scope in time. It's a really good perk, really overpowered. Hopefully Bungie doesn't nerf this perk, because it's that good. it should be nerfed, but hopefully they don't, because it's a really good perk on sniper rifles. It's also got 4 in the mag, this sniper rifle, which is really good for PvP. You want typically 4 or more in the mag for a sniper rifle. I have this legendary sniper rifle, which is pretty interesting because I actually haven't been able to use this yet. I don't know why, I just really haven't used it that much because I've been using the fusion rifle that I showed you guys earlier. And it's got a short zoom scope, which is good. So I assume it's gonna be like the short gaze or ambush. Probably like the short gaze. And it's got ricochet rounds, which is what I would run with it, because if Destiny 2 is anything like Destiny 1, the more range a sniper rifle has, the more aim assist it has. And trust me, sniper rifles need aim assist in Destiny 2 because the flinch is so bad in this game. But yeah, the interesting thing about this sniper rifle is it's got quick draw on it. So I'm wondering if quick draw scopes in the same or even faster than snapshot, if that's even possible, because like I said, snapshot scopes in super fast. So quick draw, I haven't tried out the sniper yet. I'll have to try it out and let you guys know. Or even if quick draw is like it was in Destiny 1, if it's the same perk in Destiny 2. So now that I've gone through several legendaries that I'd recommend and that I think are really good for your PvP loadout, I just want to go through my exotics now. Now I've got quite a few exotics. One in particular, actually 2 exotics that are not on my hunter right now are the Warlock Helmet exotic, which is the first exotic that you get during the campaign, or it's one of 3 selections that you can choose, and I chose that one. I think it's called the Worlds to Come. I can't 100% remember what it's called for some reason, but I think it's called Worlds to Come. But it's a Warlock exotic, and I also have the Sunshot on my Warlock. I do not have that here on the Hunter character, so I can't show you guys, but you guys probably know about the Sunshot because it was in the beta. So my other exotics that I've managed to get are these. So the Graviton Lance. This thing is a monster. It hits like a truck in PvE and PvP. It's pretty much got no damage drop off on the 3rd burst if you hit all 3 bursts in a row. So it's got Hammerforge rifling, which increases range. It's got accurized rounds, which also increases range. It's got Cosmology, which is a trait that kills with this weapon, cause enemy targets to detonate like a bomb. So it's kind of like explosive rounds, but its own unique way, kind of like the Sunshot perk. And it's also got fitted stock, and it's got a lot of stability and range. However, even though this gun is really powerful and the range is, there's no kidding about the range. Like it can map people. Like it feels like it has no damage drop off, but I think the trade-off to this weapon being so good is it has a lot of kick to it. So you kind of had to like really use the gun a lot and get really used to the recoil direction, or not the recoil direction, just the recoil itself, because it has a lot of kick for a pulse rifle. So finally, the exotic perk is called Black Hole. 3rd shot of a burst rips a hole through space and time, doing a high damage of recoil with no fall off. So like I said, no damage drop off on the 3rd shot, and it does high damage. I'm pretty sure that 3rd shot does 500% like damage of the other 2 shots or something ridiculous like that. So it's really good. And the Black Hole intrinsic perk, or the exotic perk, it looks really cool like when you get it to proc. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this gun except that it looks really cool too, and it's just such a powerful weapon. I recommend using this in PvE and PvP. It's pretty universal gun in my opinion. Next exotic that I've managed to get is, as you all know by pre-ordering the game, the Cold Heart. This thing melts in PvP. It is so good, and it just looks really cool. Yeah, I'm not really gonna go too much into detail about this gun because a lot of you guys probably have it for pre-ordering the game. The next exotic that I've managed to get is the Skyburner's Oath. Now, I'm not sure if I'm one of the first people to get this exotic because I haven't seen many people make videos on this exotic, but I have it and I didn't even know this exotic existed, this scout rifle. So, yeah, it looks cool for an for a scout rifle. It definitely looks exotic for a scout rifle. It looks like an SMG, but it's a scout rifle, and the stats are pretty good. It's got high impact, high range, high stability. So the perks are extended barrel, increased range, decreased handling speed, extended mag, greatly increases magazine size but decreases reload speed. For the Empire, this weapon is full auto, does extra damage to Cabal, and penetrates through Phalanx shields. And it's also got short action stock. This weapon is especially easy to grip, so increase handling speed. The exotic perk for this weapon is called Sludge Rifle. So this weapon fires solar sludges that get stronger when aiming down sights. So that perk combined with for the Empire perk, I feel like this weapon will be really good in like Cabal themed strikes or the raid if it's Cabal. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a monster. I haven't used it yet because I literally just got it like not too long ago. I got it off a exotic engram, so I can't wait to try it out in PvE and PvP. It looks really promising in PvP too. I've got 2 exotic boots for the hunter. I got the Stompies exotic, so kind of has the name like the Frosties, but the exotic perk is actually increases sprint speed and slide distance, improves double jump. So I guess it's kind of not really, but kind of like the Destiny 2 version of Bones the AO. Second exotic boots that I got for the hunter are called the Lucky Pants. Now I actually really like these boots. I use this exotic a lot in PvP. The exotic perk is increases hand cannon ready speed and initial accuracy. So I use a hand cannon a lot in PvP. That's why I pair this exotic with my loadout, and it really works for me. And when it says increase hand cannon ready speed, it's not kidding. Like you can really tell the difference. I've only managed to get 1 exotic chest armor to drop so far. And it's this one. It's called the Dragon Shadow. It's kind of like a samurai themed looking armor piece, and I don't know, it looks pretty cool. The exotic perk is grants increased movement and weapon handling for a short time after dodging. I've managed to get 1 exotic gauntlet, and that is the Mechaneer's Trick Sleeve. I don't really like these exotic gauntlets either, because it's very niche. The exotic perk is, that is, which is increases sidearm ready and reload speed, and I don't really use sidearms like at all, so I don't really recommend using these in PvP unless you use a sidearm. Then it might be really good exotic to use, but me personally, I don't really use sidearm, so I'm not gonna really use this exotic. I've managed to get two exotic helmets. Now, first one is a reskin of the Destiny 1 exotic Celestial Nighthawk. It has made a return in Destiny 2. Now, this will probably come in really handy in PvP or in PvE, but in PvP, don't use it. Next exotic that I've got it's a new one. It's called the Foe Tracer. Now this is I don't know, it kind of looks Star Warsy to me. I don't know if that's just me or yeah. Visually marks targeted enemies, deals more damage to low health marked enemies. So the second half I guess is kind of new, but Dealing more damage to low health marked enemies, I feel like you don't really need that if they're already low health. So, uh, in my opinion, I wouldn't really use these in PvP. They might be a monster in PvE, but to me, I have a feeling they're not that good in PvP. So lastly, I kind of want to go over all like the ships and sparrows and emblems and emotes that I've got, because I've got some really cool ones. Like, you may see that I got an exotic emote right here, and this is my new favorite emote out of all Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 emotes. Let me just show you guys, like, do, do I need to say anything? I don't think I need to say anything. No more words about this emote. It's the best in the game. And yeah, so that's pretty much all the loot that I wanted to go over. Some tips and PvP loadout recommendations, and hopefully you guys are getting lucky on your grind for stuff in Destiny 2, and hopefully you guys are finding what you guys are wanting. And let me know if you guys have got any of these same exotics that I've got for your characters, and also let me know if this video was kind of helpful or maybe entertaining. I don't know if this video was even a good idea, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you guys did. Subscribe for more Destiny 2 content, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Later. I got that California.